Guys. Welcome to another review. I just want to review Jurassic World. I saw it twice already, um, and now I'm gonna do the review. What the synopsis is about? The synopsis is about the Jurassic World that's been talking about from the movie Part One. It's finally come true. There is now a Jurassic theme park. Um, with all the thing that Hammond said in part one that he wanted to do is now here. And I saw it twice, and here's my simple review. It is a fun summer movie, but is not as great as part one. As a matter of fact, this movie managed to make me appreciate Jurassic Park 1 more. Yeah, that's a hard thing to do because sometimes I feel Jurassic Park 1 is not as superior to Jaws, or sometimes I feel like that because it's a monster movie. But in terms of compared to this, when I saw Jurassic World, I can appreciate the writing better of part one, Jurassic Part 1. The acting, much more appreciative of the acting and the scripts. So even though the modern movie have better CGI, I still think it cannot beat Jurassic Part 1. And I think I boiled down to why I think this movie cannot beat part one and make me more appreciative for part one, because Jurassic Park, the original movie, really have a sense of awe and wonder when you first see the dinosaurs. It really made it a spectacle. I mean, a really awesome moments. But here, you don't feel that at all. I don't feel a sense of awe or wonder, and that's how I feel generally about this movie, because it doesn't have that. It doesn't have Jeff Goldblum, which like I said, this movie made me appreciate part one better, especially the actors. There's nobody here that can match Jeff Goldblum, and I really appreciate him more now after watching Jurassic World. But however, let me just go over the good points of this movie. The good points, I like Bryce Dallas Howard, which is Ron Howard's daughter. She's been acting a few years already, and I like her before in Terminator Salvation, and I like her here. And I know it's superficial, but I think she has beautiful eyes. Yeah, you notice that because her eyes is just piercingly captivating. I like that. Chris Pratt is likable. He has charisma. I like that. I like the new dinosaur, the Indominus Rex, because it's scarier. It's dangerous. So I do like that, even though, like I said earlier, it's not a spectacle. It doesn't make me go, wow, awesome. It doesn't put me in a state of awe like when I first saw the T-Rex in Jurassic Park 1. Yeah, so those three factors, I really like it. People expected me to like the T-Rex, the raptor scene. To me, is just an okay thing, and okay, because I really wasn't into it so much. Yeah, I don't say it's bad, but I'm not into it, this thing so much. I do want to make a note that the Indominus Rex has ability to camouflage, and it can blend in. And I also want that's why I want to point out, in the original book by Michael Crichton and the original arcade game of Jurassic Park, there is a camouflage dinosaur, the dinosaur that is able to camouflage itself. And in the game, you have to fight it, and that's what I like about it. What do I hate about this movie? This is not the word hate. Like I say, it's not a bad movie, but what what pulls me out? What about it that doesn't make me go as great as the previous movies? Um, One is the kill children. I don't like the children too much here. Uh, really the boys are very annoying, and I really didn't like them. I also don't like. There is a elaborate death scene where one of the girls who were taking care of these children were captured by these flying dinosaurs, and then uh, being put through this loop up, being played with until she eventually died. But it was such a long scene, a drag out scene about death, that I think, and she is such a nice person, I don't think that it's such an elaborate death scene, which I don't think warrants that, you know. Even in the Jurassic Part 1 or Part 2, you don't get that, you know. You don't get this kind of, I don't know, it just turns me off. And also, I think my biggest complaint, I think the biggest disbelief is when the heroine, in this movie, the Bryce Dallas Howard, was able to run from start to end in high heel shoes. I think that's the biggest thing that in my head about why, and it really brings down the movie for me, because it's not as coherent or logical as you can be in a dinosaur movie like Part 1. Part 1 is you know, I said it made me appreciate Part 1. Part 1 looks like a masterpiece compared to this. So I like that. Other than that, what other thing do I don't like? Yeah, I mean, right, there is a scene, there's a lot of flaws, like one Mizrahi, this guy, like InGen, now joined forces with another company, and this Indian guy, Mirzahi or somebody, he's a CEO, he's a CEO of this company, and he himself is a first-time pilot. He wants to go and kill this dinosaur. I mean, nobody, no CEO does that. No CEO does that, and it makes no sense for him to do that. He's the CEO, and he's not a good pilot. You want to kill a dinosaur that is dangerous, you don't bring down somebody who have no experience. So I really don't like that. I also don't like the fact, the logic of the scientists create this dinosaur, and the bosses doesn't know what in the DNA of the dinosaur. I mean, that's crazy. And the fact that fans of the movie get information firsthand, that I know what goes into the making of the dinosaur, and how come the people who like InGen doesn't know what goes on inside that, and the company that runs the Jurassic World, the bosses doesn't know that raptor is part of the DNA. I mean, that's silly. It does takes me out from the movie. And you know, the kids, the long heels, this stupid DNA, and then there's this story about you have just a small army, I don't even consider them army, small group of people who doesn't even have real weapons to kill this dinosaur. It was so, I mean, you are not prepared. How can you not be prepared? You create a dangerous place. That takes me out a lot of this movie. Then it did make me come to this conclusion of my score for this movie. My score is simple. I'm gonna compare it to all the Jurassic Park series, and where in that series where it lies, even though they try to ignore part 2 and part 3. So, but I still consider all of them canon. So Jurassic, is it better than Jurassic Park 1? No way. Jurassic Park 1 is superb. Is it better than Lost World? I still love Lost World than this because of Jeff Goldblum, and I like it better. Is it better than Jurassic Park 3? Yes, it is better than Jurassic Park 3, but it's not that much of a great thing, you know, because so what? Jurassic Park 3, it goes into the same, this movie goes to the same category as Part 3, which is disposable. It has special effects. It has great special effects actually. And then there is a battle in the end, which is amazing to me. It's interesting, but other than that, like I said, it's not Jurassic Park 1. It's not as good as Jurassic Park 1. So yeah, that's my review of Jurassic World, which I thought gonna be so short, but it turns out to be 11 minutes long. Anyways, sorry for that. Hopefully you enjoy this review and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys.